So, for those of you who saw my Fenny Ramp deck guide, I came across a Puppet deck this season, and everything was going fine, and then all of a sudden, they dropped Cocytus on me, and I thought, that's kind of an interesting idea. So I went and did a little bit of research, and I came across a few Puppet decks that were actually running Cocytus, and I thought, let me take this for a spin and see how it goes. Well, turns out it's pretty good, guys. Turns out it's very good. Let's dive into the deck. I'm going to show you the list that I've come up with, and then we're going to go into some games. All right, so here is the deck, and I have to say this deck feels very, very powerful. Very, very good. It always feels like you've pretty much got options in hand. What do puppets do really, really well? Well, ultimately, they can control the board very easily. They often don't need to use their Evo points to do so, and they just generate tons and tons of value through the puppets. But I guess what Cocytus adds is a kind of degree of inevitability at the end game as well. So what we've got here is 3 filler dudes. I really like this card in here because it actually acts as a nice... Obviously, you can throw it down as a 2-drop on turn 2, but it acts as a really good mid-game unit just to 2-for-1 your opponent. Actually, the Angelic Maid is a really nice addition to this deck because, again, it's another really early unit. But also, interestingly, in the late game, it can do things like protect medical grade assassins, even Zvi's. It just becomes like this, for very cheap, pretty big ward unit. Of course, we run triple Lovestruck and triple Puppet Lancer to generate our puppets, along with the theatre as well. Now, there is a little bit of hand management that you need to do in the early game, particularly with these 3 cards. It can get out of hand. You can end up with a very full hand very quickly. And occasionally that means throwing puppets away. But with a bit of management, you get used to that. Now, I am running a single copy of Apollo in there as well. And that's just giving me a little bit of AoE help because I find that, you know, if you don't have Noah, for example, there can be these turns where... you don't have sort of spells and whatnot that have big kind of AoE flushes. So Apollo just kind of adds a little bit to the deck in that regard. Now, the triple medical grade assassin obviously is going to be there to help you deal with the big things. And Zvi is actually a really, really good addition as well because Zvi summons Victoria, and that's a 6/1 that essentially just deals 6 damage to your opponent and doesn't take damage back as long as it has like 6 or less health. So it's a really nice clear. Plus, Zvi actually makes puppets really good because puppets die at the end of our turn. So what happens is the puppets get ward, which means that where our opponent would normally ignore puppets, they actually can't ignore them now, meaning that Zvi can put puppets out proactively and create essentially like a big shield before they get to her. It kind of feels a bit like Anne and Greer in that sense, where you kind of got to get through this ward shield to get to them. We do run triple Yudi. I missed that actually. You know, in a pinch, you can hit her crest, which can obviously help you heal or draw cards if you need. Noah's a real star in this deck, of course, like making everything, making all your puppets get +1 is just phenomenal. It helps you to clear the board, and it also helps with our big finish with Orcus. Sylvia's as good as she's always been. You know, what do you need? Do you want removal? Do you need heal? Do you need cards? She is a great all-rounder. And Olivia is a nice target as well, either to just kind of keep up with value and draw and heal, or if we need to super evo her with another unit, we can kind of do double lots of damage. So we've done 3 copies there. And then I've got obviously triple Odin, because that seems to be the general trend in this expansion. Of course, the triple Orcus. Like, a big thing of what we're trying to do in this deck is to try and save puppets where we can, so that we can almost Noah the puppets in our hand, so they get bigger. You can imagine a Puppet Lancer, you know, it puts an enhanced puppet down, so 3/3, and then you Noah this thing, and it becomes a 4/3. And then when you play Orcus, you play that, and it's another 4 damage to face. And you suddenly can go from being able to do 8 damage on Super Evo with Orcus up to, you know, easily doing like 14, 15 damage. It can get kind of out of hand, depending on how many puppets you can save. And then, as I said, I'm adding the Ruler of Cocytus because I just wanted to have that like absolute inevitability, meaning we can play this deck, we can slow play this deck, we can do the whole grind and the control thing because we know we've got Cocytus. The other thing that's kind of interesting with Cocytus in a puppet deck is one of the weaknesses Cocytus can have sometimes is the turn that you play it, right? Because you can't do a right lot. But like if you've got puppets, they've all got flank and they're cheap, and if Noah's buffed them, they're good too. So you actually can play a Cocytus, and then you've still got some removal tools in your hand that you can play on the same turn. So that's the deck. Very much want to be looking in the early game for your Puppet Lancer, your Lovestruck Puppeteer, potentially your Apollo, depending what you're playing against. And generally, one of the 6 drops. I generally want to keep like a Sylvia or a Noah, depending on what I'm playing. Like if it's more controlling, then Sylvia's better because we can draw and remove, and Noah's there to really buff all the puppets. So yeah, that is pretty much the deck. Oh, if you're playing against Haven, you probably keep one Odin as well. Let's jump into some games and see how it gets on. All right, so first up, Dragoncraft.
We have much to discuss.
This brings me back.
So we actually keep this hand with a nice sort of 2 to 3 curve. We're drawing to Puppet Lancer, and we've kept one of the 6 drops as well in Sylvia. So we go ahead and deploy the Lancer because next turn's turn 3 gives us this gives us like the most flexibility, right? You can play UD, you can play a 2-drop plus enhanced puppet, so it gives you the most options. Plus Dragon don't run any like 1-drops to ping the 2/1, so.
Are you sure?
So we go with the Puppet play because that's really our best tempo play if we want to put a bit of hurt. Now here we actually play Philidoo. We're making best use of our player points here, and we've also got a second Philidoo as well. Like if we still wanted to Evo one. So we just actually decided to use the player point because he's going to reset next turn, so we wouldn't have used it if we didn't do it here. Maybe we should have used it last turn and we could have done like UD instead of Philidoo. That was an option as well. Then this turn we could have just Philidoo'd. So there's a couple of different lines of play there. But now he's out of both. He's used both Evos. I think we miscalculated a little bit on this turn. We didn't actually need to... didn't actually need to play out the puppet. I think I changed my mind. I think I was going to play Noah, and that's why I played the puppet out first, and then I kind of changed my mind after I'd done it. So yeah, just taking the time to really think through your turn and deciding the whole turn before you go. Sometimes I get a bit impulsive, and that was a good example of it. Now Forte comes down, which, you know, it's a little bit of a problem. Now obviously I'm thinking if he does that again, we lose if he's got another one. So what we do is we Odin. But what we do is we actually Super Evo UD, and the reason for that is that we now get the crest and we'll heal up to 9. So if he does the exact same thing that he just did, we'll no longer die to an 8 damage. So as it stands, he's got Odin that can do 7 damage with Super Evo, but we're out of range of that, and that's GG. So we're going to jump into some live games now, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, let's jump into some more games. Okay, let's play some Puppet. Let's play some Puppets. Portalcraft. Ding dong, ding dong. So we don't know yet what it's going to be. I think we want to keep Noah in this match. We found the puppet, that's good. Yeah, potentially turn 5 into Noah. Which is kind of good. Puppet to clear the 2-1. Do we just not let play anything and just make him waste all these puppets? Honestly, might be a thing. Problem is, if I want to play Noah next turn, I'd have a full hand, wouldn't I? Do we want to save the Evo here? Yeah. Take some more damage. It's a shame because he does give him an out on his puppets, but I want to play Noah next, so...
Trajectory calculated.
Their lives are yours for the taking.
Oh, I could just play this by... It's actually just heal, I think.
This land is both cradle and grave. Trajectory calculated. Why seek to fall guilty?
But maybe not at this turn. We also get the refresh if we need to Olivia or Odin.
I will be your mentor.
I will be your mentor. I mean, I'm guessing Cocytus is going to be big in the mirror match, right?
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Defects are my honor. See you tomorrow.
Do I want a coin out? I think I want to save the coin because I might even want to turn 9 Cocytus. Ah, okay. Okay. So I think actually I'm going to use the coin here.
These strings will be around your neck. Take my life.
Hmm. Not turn 9 Cocytus now. I find that if you have a pretty chill turn 9, he doesn't super evo the board back, so you're able to play Cocytus because he hasn't actually got that big a board. Whereas if you play something like, you know, you do Olivia combo, super evo, you force him to do that back, and then you kind of can't drop Cocytus. You need a peaceful board. Well, you can if you've got, you know, if you've got a super evo, I guess. Oh. This is interesting. I mean, this does feel like an Olivia turn, right? I mean, you can Philado to kill 2. Maybe that's actually better. Yeah, it's probably better. It was super Evo or just Evo? I think we just Evo. So now we can Noah. Yeah, I like that. This time we get to save a boosted one. Need to find Orcus for sure. Yeah. God, definitely do now. Oh boy. Well, I mean that's a pretty good. That is a pretty good answer. I'm not gonna lie. We can drop a ward unit as well. That health's not fun though, but he is out of Evo points. We haven't seen 4-drop yet, have we? Yeah, we haven't seen the 4-drops. That gives him the medical assassin, so that means he can kill something big without evoing. But to be honest, I think we're just going to slam Cocytus here. It's a shame we've not had Orcus, but I think we're going to slam Cocytus. Pretty sure about it. Okay. Oh, maybe we're not. Maybe we need to Olivia here. Okay. Okay. Oh man, medical grade feels good as well. I think we just got. I think we just got a Cocytus.
Follow my lead. See you tomorrow.
Trajectory calculated. It is what it is.
Survive! Oh. We basically died to like Orcus with additional puppets, right? Odin's not enough. Can't trigger Liam. Any. I think what we're going to see here, if he hasn't got lethal, is medical grade assassin. I think that's what we're going to see. Yeah, there it is. Puppet shields, okay.
This is not the end.
Another med grade.
The screaming has stopped.
Do we want to play a med grade assassin now? I guess we kind of do, right? Because do we? Or are we just throwing value away? Are we going to ever get to play it though?
Remain calm. It will be over soon.
If we were expecting a long grind, we'd never do that, but I think we're never going to get to play it now. Ugh. No. Oh. Oh, wow. What a game.
Only to be reaped. A fate most grave.
Get in. Nice win for the puppets. Yeah. Mirror matches are always weird, but the deck's just so full of value. The Cocytus finish is just so good with us. So now we're up against Runecraft.
Medium rare. Or well done.
Do we actually keep the theatre in this match, or does that end up just like bricking our hand? I think it does, right? Yes. Happy to see Cocytus in this match, to be honest.
I hope my potion.
Okay. I'm actually just going to play the theatre and let him attack me this turn. Yeah, Medgrade Assassin evens things up a bit here.
Remain calm. It will be over soon.
Yeah, so you'd have to play this out, right? So you do this first. Is this right? You do this first.
Scalpel.
And then you do this. This should kill this now, right? Got it. You gotta be the cutest. Stormy Blast. Yeah. Doesn't want that lying around for long, does he? Do we kill this? Do we kill it, or do we want to save the puppets? I guess we just want to get rid of him. Get rid of it and... I'm going to hold Leonida. I'm going to hold Philadu, I mean, for Anangria. Yeah, here we go. Called it, boys.
Trajectory calculated.
My star is the star of paradise.
Off guard.
Study will transform your skills.
Let's go with the Golem.
Create a richer future. I leave the rest to you.
I feel like we've kind of got Sylvia here. I don't know. We just draw 2. We're gonna take a shed load of damage if we do this though.
This land is both cradle and grave. This might hurt. Why seek to find the
Perfectly good materials.
Do we hit one of those? Let's not hit them. We can Orcus next turn and that ignores the barriers. Norman, so good. Ouch. Solid 8 damage.
My strengths and gain the heart. Work down the guard.
I don't miss.
Okay, so we've got to use the
I want to be heard. Work down the
these guys to kill the barriers, right?
come back. Praise me more. Praise me more.
At some point we need to heal. We can Sylvia Puppet next turn.
I hope my potions can help. Ready, Graham? Behind you, man.
Okay. We can also Orcus here. We could Zwei. We could just Odin. I'm doing it that way because if he's got like William, then he clears this anyway, whether it's got 4 or 6. He hasn't even played a William yet. Problem is now it could be difficult to get Cocytus down without a. Could do Sharetta, Puppet, and Zwei next turn. Do you know? Oh, last Super Evo. Okay, Zwei's looking good here, right? Oh no, it's not. How would you... This is ward. This is ward, not barrier. I mean, we could do this. Do this. And develop... Do we want to develop the puppet here? I think we want to develop the puppet, not the ward, because it brings Orcus online, right? Without the Super Evo. Also, I've kind of got my passive turn 9, although he's not falling for it. No. Okay. We should have gone with this. So Puppet first. Puppet again, right? Stormy Blast. Oh, that hurts him to do that. This is not good for him. What? These are so good in the late game. The homework's too hard. What a grind. He had the Odin, but we have multiple vanguards, so it's not going to be enough. Can we risk, like, him having the third Odin? No, we can't.
This land is both cradle and grave.
You sorry? Get out of my way.
So if he's got the third Odin now, we're safe from that. More draw. We're going to get a decline going here. No. Okie dokie. No BM here, sir. GG. It was a good game. Man, this deck can grind. Now, this is a grind. We're definitely going to need... I think we're going to need Cocytus. I think we're just going to keep our Orcuses here, honestly. Do we want to keep double Orcus? Does that seem crazy? You know what? We're going to do it, boys. We're going to do it. And we're going to see what happens with this madness. What will happen in Crazy Town? So we're just going to pass here. Nothing to see here, nothing to see. Yeah, okay. Sure thing, Bob. I think we should have played the Love Struck, actually.
Now, let us pray.
Hmm.
For you, dear, I would give anything.
We're going to get an extra one out at the end of the turn, aren't we? Yeah, I think I might have done that wrong, guys. Not gonna lie.
Fate howls like a tempest. Take my life.
Good Svi here, though. It's quite kind of cool.
Defects are my art.
We just play the puppet out to just have Vanguard. Probably not, right? Because he's going to Salefa. Yeah, he's going to Salefa this. Well, maybe not now. I don't know. Maybe we should have played it out. I don't think so. Yeah, here it is. Zvi's actually pretty good back. Wait, what? We got the Odin locked and loaded, ready to go, which is kind of cool. Do we Zvi again here? Now the question is, do we actually has he baited us? Has he got a second Selefa? Do we actually just do this? What he wants to play though. No. We know what he wants to play. If he's got the second Selefa, fine. Yeah, debated it. That's fine. Do we use this to draw here? Yeah. Draw 2. I think that's fine. Got Odin locked and loaded. Wow, really? Okay, well, I just want Olivia here. Oh, it's just a shame though about or do we just go for it with Orcus?
Young Paragon dons his mask.
Okay, here we go. Here we go, boys. I feel like Odin extra player pointing to Love Struck could be the play here.
Fate's head will roll. Leave it all to me.
That really sets up the big Orcus. Oh, you know what? We should have evoed there. We should have evoed because we'd have been on 14 and we were really going to put some pressure on here.
I leave the rest to you.
I lost my strengths and gained a heart. Let down my guard.
Do you even like need to evo this? Yeah, you do, right? If you want the beat down. Okay. So now we can do... Guess we just do this.
My strengths and gain the heart. Let down your guard. Let down your guard.
Sound the retreat!
I made an absolute mess. Excuse me.
He's not expecting another, is he?
Fly forth into an endless sky!
Okay, but I think he's got to use a Super Evo now. Yeah. We got him, boys. We got him. Quit the match.
Confirming target neutralization.
It's going well. Ladies and gentlemen, it is going well. So there you got it, guys. Hope you enjoyed those games. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up below and feel free to subscribe to the channel for more Shadowverse content. I do have to say, when it comes to this deck, I think it's a very good deck. I think it's very close to tier 1 if it's not tier 1. It's maybe tier 2, but it's really not far behind. And if I'm honest with you, I feel like this might be the deck that I would recommend to someone who was like, let's say you just get into the game or you're just going to do one deck and you just want something that's competitive. I think I'd recommend this deck because I think it's the easiest of the top decks to pick up and play closest to its actual power ceiling. A lot of the best decks, you can have the deck list, but you're probably not going to play close to the power ceiling until you've really practiced and mastered the deck. Whereas I think this one's a bit easier to unlock that power quite quickly. It's a bit more straightforward, and I also think it's like versatile too. So in other words, it'll be a deck that is going to be around for quite a long time. It'll be very easy to adapt to different metas, etc., etc. So yeah, feel free to go ahead and craft this deck. I do highly recommend it, and I think it's a very powerful one. So that's it from me, guys. Thanks for all the support as always on the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.